Radio check.
Copy that, loud and clear.
I found another special treasure.
Oh, I'll be interested then to see this one.
And while I'm talking to you, I found another one, and it's gold. Not real gold. I've got two magnificent treasures to share with you when I get back.
I'm looking forward to it. Do you want me to start boiling the water and getting them soaked?
No, not yet. I found an area that I've not been in before, and there's a lot of stuff to look at. Oh, there's some baker's trays.
Water!
I don't know whether people camped at the bores when they were in use, but there's a fair bit of domestic type rubbish. There's another tube of paste of some sort. Spiral metal thing. Oh well, keep looking. Another small debris thing. It looks like a tobacco tin filled with cement or something. And I'm going to have to dig just here. I need to get something a bit sharper than my fingers. Small little medicine bottle. There's another one the same. There's a mound here and it doesn't seem to be natural, so I'm going to have a bit of a quick sticky beak. Don't think I'm the first person to dig these holes. Manifold from a car. It's amazing how far out of town we are and there's all these piles of rubbish. The rubbish tip is about 5 k's from town on another road. A few glasses there, so perhaps pinch from the hotel. This one's different. The New South Wales Bottle Company Proprietary Limited. There's trash everywhere around here. Well, some of it's treasure. Yeah, there we go, a marble. There's a large pile of broken bottles, but I think they've been dug. And while the bottles may not be of any good, sometimes other treasures are left behind. This one's the hub of a push bike. Why do we call them push bikes? You actually pedal them. I just found a piece of marble. Haven't seen one of these suckers for years. When properly made, they're probably the best can opener around. Couple of wheels off a push bike, pedal bike. Looks like a 44-gallon drum turned into a stove. Diff. Another glass. I was hoping it would have writing on it. And there's a good lid from a Pond's container. These brown bottles have started to interest me now because of the tennis bottle I found the other day. West Australian glass manufacturers, and it even has a number 33 there. Don't know whether that represents the year, but it's quite possible it does. Oh, this one looks a bit different. Someone else has camped out here. Big pile of shade cloth left behind, and it's in fairly good condition. Some of their treasures left behind, including a gold melting crucible. Other treasures they've left behind are white paper spiders. There's an old radio, valve operated radio, and the tuning capacitor. Still wandering through the bush, and there's more junk here. But look in here. This is pretty special. Pretty sure that it will buff out and it should look good. Just found this on the ground. Kiwi polish, so it's boot polish. Someone's already been through here because there's little piles of treasures. But this looks like an Army Dixie. It's made out of metal. It's made out of steel, so it's not aluminium. Generally used in the army. Can't see any military symbols on it, but there you go. Bullet shell. Looks like 53 on it, so 1953. So that was a couple of years before the Big Bell mine closed. See a few bottles just been discovered and left there. Heaps of lids from the cyanide drums. Looks like part of a piston head. Porcelain switch. And a water bag handle. Well, here's a little cream or milk bottle, about 1/3 of a pint. A piece of a hair clip. Interesting little thing. Just found this little piece, and made in Canada. I wonder if it's part of a watch. And an old knife. Certainly seen better days. Looks like kangaroos nest around here. There's a lot of scratchings and marks where they lie down. Just saw through the trees this area of white stuff. Thought it might be wildflowers, but it's not. It looks like an outcrop of quartz. Anyway, best start heading back towards camp because it's lunchtime. And the boss might be getting worried. This is what the scrub looks like that I've been walking through. Just trying to avoid low trees so there's no spiders lurking on them. Not sure what was in this, but you got to shake the bottle. Remains of an old suitcase. Various broken bottles and bits and pieces. Plates. Middle part, the carbon part of batteries, the whole battery thing here. Light bulb, which is interesting. There's an old brass screw. Old Metta's oven, improved. Not anymore, it's not. Another paste tube. I've been wandering out the bush for a couple of hours now. I probably do need to get back to camp because the boss will be getting worried about me, even though I've spoken to her recently on the radio. There's a lot of interesting stuff out here. It's always hard to know when to stop looking. It's such good fun, but after a while you get a bit tired. Anyway, catch you a bit later on. Just walking through the bush back to camp, and I found this little cement structure. I'm not sure what that was used for, but over here are some more lumps of quartz cemented together. And directly ahead you can see that bore, that old bore that's there, and the water tower is behind those trees, and our camp is slightly to the left of that. As we finish our stay at Big Bell, we took the drone shot of the water tower in the town. This flight captures most of the abandoned town site as the background image. I think of my very first trip to Big Bell 56 years ago, and I see how much has changed and how much has been lost to time. I also wonder about what life was like in that town that was born around the same time my parents were. I imagine a hustle and bustle, with kids playing in the streets and weddings in town, with sports being played, and I feel their ghosts linger in those abandoned streets. For years I have wanted to see what was inside, and now here it is. These final images show homes that were identified by street number. They give a very good image of the building structures, including the large backyards and the outside toilets on the laneways. I tried to locate the street addresses, but this data was lost to me. I think I walked the locations, but I couldn't be 100% certain. And this last image of the old hotel as it once was, and how it is now. Goodbye, Big Bell.